Hey guys, it's Alex here from Result Based Training in South Melbourne. You've all had a fantastic day. What I'm going to do today is take you through some static stretching that you can do at home post-workout or every day before you go to sleep. The reason why I'm doing static stretching is because it is late at night and we want to relax our muscles, we want to lengthen them and aid in our recovery. It's going to increase our flexibility and it's also going to help in preventing our injury when we do train, as opposed to dynamic stretching, which we do in the gym before we start training. So a dynamic stretch, as an example for our pec, is simply moving. So it's moving through a stretch, wakes the muscle up, ready to be trained. A static stretch, as an example for our rear delt, is simply a static stretch, okay? So we're not going to be moving. They're the stretches that I'm going to take you through tonight. Cool, let's get into it guys. So this will go for about 15-20 minutes. I'm going to start off with our lower body and we'll work all the way through our upper body. We will do just a little bit of dynamic stretching for our thoracic, otherwise it's all going to be static. Cool, so everyone at home, if you're doing this right now, we'll all jump down. I'll start you off on all fours. We're going to start stretching off our calves first of all. So we're going to get into all fours like this. We'll stand up on our tiptoes, straighten our legs out, crawl back. Keeping a straight leg, we'll try and keep our heels on the ground, so as close as you can get to the ground. Stretching out our calf, so all the way down here. Holding for about 10 seconds. Try and keep a straight leg as you can here. And then we'll relax down. Cool, after that, so we're just going to go into that one more time. For this second time, I'm going to start moving my heels in this motion here, so try and plant them down closer and closer to the ground, just getting a deeper and deeper stretch into the calf. What it's going to look like is this. So I'll bend my knees, driving downwards, aiming my heels into the ground, getting a deeper and deeper stretch each time. So go for about another 10 seconds, guys. By the end of this stretch, we should be able to get our heels on the ground, as you can see I can now, as opposed to when I started it wasn't very flexible, so now we can get our heels on the ground. Perfect. What we're going to do now, guys, come forward into this position here. So on our knees, we're going to stretch out the front of our ankles now. How we do that is just sit back on our ankles. You can see the front of my foot is flat onto the ground. All I'm going to do is sit back into my heels and put weight onto the back of my heels, pushing downwards, and that'll stretch out the front of our legs there. Once again, we'll hold for about 10 seconds here. And then we'll relax. Cool. What we're going to go into now is moving further up the leg. We'll start stretching out our quads. How we'll do that, I'll just have one leg in front of the other like this. I'll use this one, you guys can see. This might already stretch you in this position here, so you can see my foot's in the position that it was already on when we were stretching out the front of our leg down here. To get a deeper stretch, all I want you to do is push your hips up towards the sky. So we'll drive up. And that's going to shoot down your quad, give you a nice deep stretch. Hold for 10 seconds, and then we'll switch over legs. So this one will come out forward, tuck underneath our bum. That already stretches, just hold that. If it's not deep enough, we'll drive our hips forward again. Hold for another 10 seconds. Cool. Now, just to get a deeper quad stretch, guys, come up on one knee like this. We'll take one leg forward like that, come up. Grab our foot, and then we'll move into it, pushing our hips forward again in a thrusting motion to get a deeper stretch once again. So hold that for another 10 seconds, and relax, and then we'll switch it up to the right leg. Try and control, guys. Hold for another 10 seconds, and that's done. Cool. Just a very simple one, which I'm sure you've all done before for our groins. What we're going to do is sit down on our bums, feet together like this. Bring our heels in nice and close. What we're going to do now is angle our knees down towards the ground using our elbows. Push down as far as you can. Hold for 10 seconds. And then we'll relax, shake out. And then we'll go again into the stretch. We'll try and get a bit deeper this time. You can see my knees are getting closer to the ground now. Perfect. Cool. Just going into a hamstring stretch, guys. The one I'm going to use today is one that we use in the gym all the time, which is the inchworm. So the inchworm, just to show you guys, we start off with straight legs. Now get nice and wide. You can see my feet here, how they're just outside shoulder width. That's where we're going to start from. We're just going to inch all the way down, keep our hands touching our legs, drive down as far as you can get to and just hang. We'll hang there for about 5 seconds and then drive back up. From there we'll come back down, try and get a little bit closer to the ground each time, back up, and eventually we'll get right down to the ground. So hands will be flat on the ground. Cool. From there we're going to go into the inchworm, so that'll just give you a bit of a deeper stretch again. We'll come down with the inchworm, fingers placed on the ground. We're keeping as straight legs as possible so we can hold that stretch through our hamstrings the whole time. We're going to come down into a plank position and then straight back up. Beautiful. Straight back up and then we can go one more time. So just nice and slow, legs as straight as possible, getting a deep stretch through our hamstrings. Inch out to the plank position and straight back up nice and easy. Beautiful. Alright, beautiful. From there, guys, what we're going to go into, we're going to come down on our knees. Sit down. What we'll do here, we're going to start stretching out our back. So in this position here, I'll just show you a front view as well. So when the legs are nice and wide. From here, we're going to do the inch motion that we just did with the inchworm. Inching out, stretching out our lower backs. You are going to feel this in your hamstrings though as well. We'll inch out, find a spot on the ground that you can hit, hold for 5 seconds, and make sure you remember that spot on the ground because we're going to come back and we're going to go even deeper the next time. So I'll come back, and now I'm going to reach forward and try and go past the point that I got to last time. And tuck our chin, hold for 5 seconds. We'll come back. I'm just going to go through that one more time. Now, when we get to the very end now, what I'm going to do is crawl around to my right, reaching my left arm all the way over to my front foot, stretching down our lats now as well. So we'll do one side at a time. Crawl out nice and slowly. And then we'll crawl over. If you can grab your foot, then that's fantastic. If not, just grab your ankle as low as possible. And from there, what I want you to do is pull back with your lat. So don't let go, keep holding your ankle, pull back. That's going to give us a nice stretch down our lats. So we'll hold 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's relax. Let's come back into the stretch. Nice and easy. And let's call around to the right. All the way down our leg as low as possible. And let's pull back again, stretching out our other side, our other lat now. Pull back. Hold for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Cool. The next stretch we're going to do, I need you guys to jump up on your knees. I'll do a side on view for this one. From our knees, we're going to inch out once again. So inch out, try and keep as straight arms as possible. If you watch my arms, I'll try and keep them straight the whole entire time. This is another stretch for both of our lats. Keep your bum as low, as close to your heels as possible. Stretch out, tuck your chin down. And then we're going to pull back again as well. We'll hold grip with our hands on the ground, but we'll still drive down. So you can see me driving down like this, stretching out our lats. We'll hold for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll sit back up. And we'll go one more time. Drive down. Nice and easy, straight arms. Find that spot and then just drive backwards, tucking your chin down, hold for 5 seconds. Beautiful. Alright, from there, we're going to come up onto all fours. From here, what I want you to do is be on your tip toes. We're going to inch out again, so nice and slowly. We're going to hold. From there, we're going to drive our torso up through where our hands are into a push-up position. So get into a push-up position now. A bit of shoulder mobility, our shoulders moving now, we're about to stretch them. So hold, we'll come back nice and slow. Stretch out once again. And let's come back into that stretch one more time. From here, what I want you to do is get your hands back towards your feet. So drive them back towards your feet as far back as they can go. And get stable. Keep your hands as close to your body as possible. What we'll do now is we're going to drive up with our arms, bring our torso nice and high, trying to keep our hips on the ground, planted into the ground. We're going to stretch our abs right out here. Come up. Make sure with this one that we breathe. Okay, so we'll have 3 deep breaths right at the top. Nice slow breaths. And relax down. We'll come up and do that stretch one more time. We'll drive up. Hips as close to the ground as possible. And we'll hold. Beautiful. Ease back into it. Right, from here, guys, what we're going to do now is move into a bit of thoracic stretching. So our T-spine, upper spine. How we'll do this one, I'll show you from the side on from this way first of all. Bring our knees up. We're going to be lying on our sides like in a fetal position. So we'll lie down like this. We're going to try and keep 90 degrees with our hips to our knees, 90 degrees between our hips and our heels as well. So in this position here, we're going to hold our hands together like this. So link our hands, come down, our hands will be touching the ground. So can't really see that. Hands touching the ground like this. From here, we're going to breathe, okay? Through this whole stretch, we're going to be doing nice deep breaths and slow exhaling with our breaths. We're going to bring our hand up, keeping our hips square, okay? I don't want to see anyone doing this and moving their hips. Our hips need to remain square the whole time. We'll come up, breathe. Following your straight arm with your eyes. Hips square, hips aren't moving at all. Deep breaths. Deep breathing, deep breathing, deep breathing. And just to where your range is, where you can feel it pull through your pec there as well. If that's your range, then that's fine. Come back, nice and easy. Following our hand again to where it closes. Now, on our second time through, when we get to the full stretch, I'll keep going as I'm talking. Once we get to the very end of the stretch, we're going to take 3 nice, slow, deep breaths. So we'll take 1, you see my hand drop, 2, 1 more breath, 3. Cool. Just going to show you that from the other angle, guys, so you can see how much of a better stretch you get when you do those 3 breaths. I'll rush through the first part so you can see. Starting in this position again, hips nice and square, come around, following your arm, follow, 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 breathe, breathe in, breathe out. Hips square to this position here. Now you can see my hand is about 10 inches away from the ground. Just watch what happens when I have 3 deep breaths. 2, 1 more, and 3. So I can pretty much get to the ground. If I was to do that one more time, I should be able to get all the way to the ground. So come around, deep breath, deep, deep, deep breathing. And 3 breaths again. 1, 2, and 3. And you can see that I can reach the ground now. So you should be increasing that flexibility every single stretch that you do. Cool. What I'm going to go through next, guys, is how to stretch out our backs by holding onto a piece of equipment, and also how to stretch out our pecs with a bit of equipment as well. So I'm just going to... Okay, how we stretch out our pecs first of all. You can do this at home. You can use a door frame, you can use a wall, you can use anything for this one. Grab the pole like this, so aim our chest up nice and tall. Hand on the pole, nice straight arm. All you do then is twist into it. So you're going to point your shoulder in front of you, twist through your hips, and you're going to feel a nice deep stretch through your pec. Hold for 5 seconds, and then relax. I'll just show you from the other side as well. So I'll start off from here, in front of the pole, and aiming my chest, pushing my shoulder through. Hold for 5 seconds, and relax. So that's one you can do anywhere, guys. Another one for our lats, so it does mimic the one where we did on the ground before, how we were reaching forward and then we were pulling back to stretch our lats. Just going to help us get a deeper and deeper stretch. So we can hold on to a pole, you can do this anywhere at home as well. Get nice and stable, pull back, drop my chin, and pull my lats. So that's giving me a deeper stretch than the one that we did on the ground earlier. Just pull, and you can emphasize each side now as well. So if I move this way, I can really pull out my left lat. Nice and strong. And other side now as well, angling down, and a nice deep stretch. Beautiful. Awesome. All right, one last one that we're going to go through, guys, is for our shoulders. Okay, so this stretch here, it's going to stretch out our rear delts and also our triceps as well. All you do, nice straight arm like this, it's going to come across your body, grab your arm, keep your arm nice and straight, and pull. So pull in and hug it into your body. You can feel that stretch down my rear delt and my tricep. We'll hold for 5 seconds. And relax out, change arms, come around, and we'll pull. So that'll stretch out your rear delts and your triceps. Beautiful. The last one that I'm going to show you guys tonight is how to stretch out your biceps, which is something that gets overlooked a lot. A lot of people are always asking how to stretch them out, and not a lot of people know how to do it. So how we stretch out our biceps, we're going to start palms facing forwards. Put our hands on the ground like this, so we'll be on all fours. From that, you can see, so palms on the ground. Now the inside of our elbows is facing forwards. That's where we want to be. We're going to open right up, open our bicep right up. How to stretch that out is we are going to push our elbow forwards. Okay? So really open up that forearm, stretch out your bicep. If you want a deeper stretch, activate your triceps. So if you're sitting here, activate your triceps, and that's going to really stretch out your arm. Get your biceps at full length. Hold for 5 seconds and relax. Beautiful. All right, that's it, guys. So hope you can take something away from this video. These type of stretches, so they're ideal for post-training, before bed if you want to relax, and for recovery. Like I said earlier, they're not ideal to do before you train, because what we're doing is lengthening your muscle and relaxing your muscle. So the dynamic stretching which we run through in the gym is a lot more effective pre-workout. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the gym.